The majority of all economic activity can be classified into one of four sectors: the primary sector, the secondary sector, the tertiary sector, and the quaternary sector. Let's start with the primary sector. The primary sector consists of all industries that are involved in the extraction of natural resources or raw materials. This includes industries such as forestry, mining, farming, and fishing. The primary sector is usually the strongest sector in terms of employment in less developed or traditional economies. However, as these economies advance, technological improvements can substantially increase their efficiency and output, which is why the number of workers employed in the primary sector tends to decrease as the economies develop. Next up is the secondary sector. The secondary sector includes all industries that are involved in the production of finished goods. That means this sector converts the raw materials extracted by the primary sector into finished products. The secondary sector is often divided further into heavy industry and light industry. Examples of heavy industries include steelmaking, construction, shipbuilding, and aerospace production. By contrast, examples of light industries include products such as clothing, food and beverages, sporting goods, and home electronics. The secondary sector is often the most important employer in transitional or emerging economies, which are characterized by a shift towards manufacturing and industrialization. This brings us to the tertiary sector. The tertiary sector consists of all industries that provide services to other businesses or consumers. It is sometimes also referred to as the service sector or service industry. Examples of tertiary sector industries include retail, healthcare, financial services, and entertainment. The tertiary sector focuses on human interactions, which are inherently difficult to automate and replace by robots. Therefore, the need for workers in the service industry increases as economies develop. Finally, we have the quaternary sector. The quaternary sector includes all industries that are involved in the creation and distribution of knowledge. Examples of quaternary sector industries include research and development, education, information technology, and consulting. This final sector is an extension of the classical three-sector model and a further distinction of the tertiary sector. Therefore, it is particularly important in highly developed economies. So, let's sum it up once again. The majority of all economic activity can be classified into one of four sectors: the primary sector, which consists of all industries involved in the extraction of natural resources or raw materials; the secondary sector, which includes all industries that produce finished goods; the tertiary sector, which consists of all industries that provide services to other businesses or consumers; and finally, the quaternary sector, which includes all industries that are involved in the creation and distribution of knowledge. Generally speaking, the more advanced an economy is, the more its focus shifts from the primary through the secondary all the way to the tertiary and quaternary sectors.